Hello and welcome to TVC News. This hour we begin with the latest developments on the lingering ASUU strike. The federal government has presented certificates of registration to two breakaway factions of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU. The new unions are the National Association of Medical and Dental Academics and the Congress of Nigerian University Academics. At the presentation held today, the Minister of Labor and Employment, Ngige, explained that the two bodies will exist alongside ASUU. CONUA is a union for lecturers across the nation's universities and was established in 2018, led by Niyi Sunmonu, a lecturer at the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. While this may be an apparent move to break the resolve of the striking union, it is not yet clear what the implication of recognizing the body will be and the ongoing industrial action. ASUU has been on strike since 14th of February as lecturers of public universities protest unpaid allowances and demand better welfare package from the federal government. We'll talk in politics now. The Board of Trustees of the People's Democratic Party has met with Governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, at the Government House in Port Harcourt. This part of efforts to resolve the crisis rocking the party ahead of the 2023 elections. Present at the meeting are Acting Chairman Adolphus Wabara, former Governor of Kogi State Ibrahim Idris, amongst others. Details of the meeting was not made known to the press, but it is likely to for of regular conciliation moves within the party. Governor Wike and four of his counterparts earlier formed an alliance to seek equity and justice in the party, insisting that the national chairman, Senator ASUU, should resign to pave way for a southerner. Well, supporters and loyalists of the All Progressives Congress presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu held a solidarity walk in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. The supporters who converged on the party's secretariat in Okeado took the rally across major roads in the ancient city, walking towards Molete, Bere, Mokola, and back to Okeado, where the party's secretariat is located. The supporters carried placards with various inscriptions. Major stakeholders in the party were also present to show their support for the APC presidential candidates.
Today, shown very clearly is that Oyo State belongs to Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Oyo State is APC territory. Forget all the noise on social media. This state belongs to APC. We look forward to the election day.
When you are comparing Asiwaju is totally different from other candidates. Asiwaju is in the league of our nationalists. Go and look at Lagos. He did it in Lagos. And you're supposed to do it in Nigeria. He is one who has one state to deliver 6 states in Southwest. Forget about it.
Well, staying with politics, the Olota of Ota, Abdul Kabir Ngige, and 40 other Awori monarchs in Ogun State have endorsed APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, Governor Dapo Abiodun, and Solomon Adiola for Ogun West senatorial seat in the 2023 elections. The monarchs gave their support during the visit of Ogun West senatorial candidate of the APC to Olota's palace. TVC News' Kazim Olawe reports.
Residents and party supporters in Ota came out in large numbers to welcome their guest, the Ogun West senatorial district candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Solomon Adiola, who paid a consultative courtesy visit to the Olota of Ota and other Awori monarchs in Ogun State. The senator appreciates the support of the traditional rulers in the promotion of peace and stability in the state, especially in Awori land. He called for their support for the All Progressives Congress presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, the state governor Dapo Abiodun, and other candidates of the All Progressives Congress in the 2023 general elections.
And also use this as a point of contact to speak on behalf of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, the Jagaban Boku, your own son. On our local, whatever anybody says, sir, the test case is there. I told all others that have shown interest to contest for the presidency, show us your scorecard.
The senator, who is yet to represent Ogun West, mentioned many projects which he has facilitated to the area and the one which he is planning to do in conjunction with the state government for the people of Ota and Awori land.
I have two critical roads in Ado-Ota that we are starting the construction any moment from now, in conjunction with the state government. I have not started representing Ado-Ota now, but I'm trying my own little way to bring succor, to bring relief to my people.
While responding on behalf of all the Awori monarchs, the Olota of Ota commended the senator for his gesture towards the development of Ogun West and appealed to his people to support him and the All Progressives Congress presidential candidate.
Asiwaju is our own. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is our person. I appeal to you all to vote for him.
Kazim Olawe, TVC News, Ota.
You're watching TVC News. Senatorial candidates of some political parties for Kwara Central have identified high youth unemployment and prevailing poverty among the challenges to tackle if elected to represent the area in the forthcoming general elections. The candidates made the promise while featuring on a political debate program in Ilorin, the Kwara state capital. Our correspondent Ibrahim Alege reports.
The debate was put together by the Correspondents' Chapel of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Kwara State.
Am I going to make law? Am I going to make money for the people? Or am I going to make sure that these people to facilitate projects for them? These are the kind of things we want these people to come and tell us.
Among the candidates invited, only those of the Labour Party, Farouk Akambi, People's Democratic Party, Bolaji Abdullahi, and Social Democratic Party, Ridwan Akpaokagi, show up for the debate.
Ilorin of the legendary mouth that is sweeter than salt. So when I speak, people will listen to me. That is one. Two, I have the education that qualifies me to stand up and talk to people and people will listen to me. Three, I have the experience. I was a federal minister.
I brought my sons here to learn. I have not brought them here as a guard. I have not brought them here as a thug. They are university students, come and learn. So that is to say that I will not join anybody to recruit any youth as a thug.
The Prophet ﷺ said, if you are not pleased with what is happening within you in your society, use your hand to thumbprint and ask them to go away. Let's change all of them.
The trio speak eloquently on the challenges confronting Ilorin Emirate and how to tackle them.
What it requires us to do is just to make the right investment in these children. If we make the right investment in these children, we will have secured our future. And how do we make the right investment in them? Invest in the right kind of education.
That legislator who will represent my people and in the course of oversighting the functions, ensure that whatever is coming to my constituency is valuable.
Our people are running away from going to farm now. And when there is no food, I must tell you, nobody will come here today. So we must invest in security.
Kwara Central Senatorial District comprises Ilorin West, Ilorin East, Ilorin South, and ASUU local government areas. Ibrahim Alige, TVC News, Ilorin.
Tackling violent extremism as a prerequisite for curbing terrorism in the West African sub-region is subject of a youth forum in Abuja. The Pan-African Youth Union convened the meeting demanding more inclusion of youth in solving the problem. Sifonisian reports.
Violent extremism remains one of Africa's most pressing security threats. This is often manifested in acts of terror. In Nigeria, the Office of the National Security Advisor is implementing a program to counter violent extremism. But the implementation is a far cry from expectation. At this forum in Abuja, the Pan-African Youth Union has brought together young people to discuss regional security and the role of the youth.
When you look at those who are even perpetrating this evil, who are mostly involved in this insecurity, they are the young people. When they are arrested, when the terrorists or Boko Harams are arrested, you'll see that those who are arrested are people within the age group. When those who are also affected by this dastard act, because when you kidnap a man for ransom, you are leaving the man with either the wife and the children to go and hustle for money to pay. So those who are affected greatly by these actions are also the young people.
Nigeria is the sixth country in the world to be most impacted by terrorism, according to the 2022 Global Terrorism Index.
Security, it has become an issue that even the government of the day is facing a serious challenges of it. But I believe vividly, as young people, we can get it better for our society.
I employ the youth that they should be the watchdog. Issue of neighborhood watch, if we are providing primary intelligence to the conventional security agency, because there is virtually no community today that you go that you won't find youth.
It's unclear how much has been achieved through the government's non-kinetic approach in tackling terrorism in the country. But one thing is certain, the youth want to have the driver's seat in the implementation. Sifon Esien, TVC News, Abuja.
The Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria has sued Meta Platforms, Incorporated, owners of Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp platforms for showing unapproved advertisements to the Nigerian audience. In a statement, Arcon said it also sued Meta's agent, 83 Resources Limited, in the suit filed before the Federal High Court in Abuja. The regulatory body is seeking a declaration that the continued publication and exposure of various advertisements directed at the Nigerian market through Facebook and Instagram platforms by Meta Platforms Incorporated without ensuring same is vetted and approved before exposure is illegal, unlawful, and a violation of the extant advertising law in Nigeria. The agency said the continued exposure of the unvetted adverts has led to a loss of revenue to the federal government. The United Nations Population Fund says it is seeking at least $8.5 million to reach 20 million young people in Africa by 2025 with sexual and reproductive health information through its Tech4Youth program. Tech4Youth, a Pan-Africa project conceptualized in 2018, is an open and sustainable innovation platform supporting sexual and reproductive health on 4 pillars. The program is active in 5 West African countries, including Nigeria, Ghana, Benin, Togo, and Burkina Faso.
We've been looking about how we can change the indicators because the figures are not really good when it comes to our region. So now we are trying to do things differently and using innovation and resilience for young people to accelerate our results when it comes to sexual and reproductive health and rights.
We have to think of technology as an enabler, not actually an end goal. So what we're trying to do is to rethink this whole initiative so we can really ensure that Tech4Youth really work for the beneficiaries, that we have more beneficiaries we can reach with technology, that we have more programs that can be built by the different offices to serve the different communities.
Digitalization and innovation is quite important, and we are trying to make a proper investments and interventions in the field of digital solutions to make better access to all people, including and especially for young people, in the area of protection and health services.